Hi, everybody.
Hi.
We're here today with the author of the new book. This is Gisela DiCarlo. She's the author of the book Me. It's you have to get it. It's a great book. You could purchase it.
It's a bestseller now.
Bestseller. You could get it on Amazon, Barnes & Noble.
And Amazon.
And also, we have a new group, the Me, on Facebook. You can go to Facebook and join and give us comments, things that you want to talk about, and, tell us what you think about the book.
Yeah, not only that, but, just give positive feedback. I mean, the group Me is really for everyone who has a positive message, to voice it there, so you're in a protected area. Like if you put positive messages on Facebook, which I really do enjoy, many of you. However, you always run the risk of having this one person who doesn't understand positivity, who wants to bash you.
Yes.
I mean, I even had a guy, because I was positive, rambling on about something, and he said, well, it's all because you want to sell your bogus book.
Right.
Well, you know what my answer to the man was? I said, I am so sorry for you.
Exactly.
I really am. Because you're going to die a bitter old man if you don't mend your ways. Because you can't just bash everything. You just can't.
Right.
You know what? There's a lot of crap in the world. And, hey, I would, there are many times when I get to the point of where, I'm going to just strangle someone, but...
That's why I don't own a gun.
Good reason. But you know what? We can't be like this.
No.
We can't. And that is where I think, if you have not made a New Year's resolution, make one now. Make one that is positive.
Yes.
Make one that will benefit others. Make one that will benefit you.
Mm-hmm.
Make one that will bring change to your life.
Exactly.
Positive change.
Yes.
Now, whatever that may be.
It's different for everybody.
It's different for everyone.
What makes you happy might not make anyone else.
And you know what? That doesn't preclude that you make the resolution you go every week to the gym.
Right.
Because as we found out, just owning the membership doesn't do much. No, we've got to go.
You have to go. You have to go.
Yes. I found that out too.
Yes.
So now that's one of my resolutions. I am going to go to the
gym.
Yes,
we're going to get out there.
Please, because I can't do this, The belly is
That's
holidays.
where everybody puts it.
Holidays.
Yes, holidays.
Right?
Holidays. So yes, get out there and make your resolution and write things down.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be just one thing. Write things down that you would like to do this year, that you would like to see happen for you this year. And then next year, take a look and see. And then,
have a journal.
Exactly, have a journal.
In my book, I advocate a journal very much.
Yes.
And I can tell you that I think I've said that in another podcast already, that I do like to write down things.
Me too.
Not on the computer, not on my phone.
On paper.
On a little booklet.
Yes.
Get a little booklet and write down things. These are the things I like to see changed.
Yes.
These are the things I would like to learn.
And these are the things I want to work on to make my life better and to,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And then every time, once in a while, pick it up and look at it and say, am I doing what I wrote down?
Yeah.
And you can't just write it down and put it in the closet and never
That's
look
like
at
buying
it
the
again.
membership for the gym.
Exactly. Exactly.
Doesn't work. Going doesn't work. It's the same thing,
Same thing.
So, no, you're absolutely right, Gloria. You have to follow up on it. And it's not as hard. A lot of people are...
The problem is people don't get started. New Year's Eve, all of a sudden they want to do everything. As the days pass, it goes into the back burner.
Because there's 20,000 other things that we need to. I guess this thing just does not want to stay closed. But let me see if I can. There we go. I think I managed it. I'm a big girl now. Perfect. I managed to keep my necklace on. Isn't that a terrific thing?
That's a positive thing.
Okay. All right. Enough with the hilarity.
Yes.
Now, here's my little puppy Susie. Do you have something to say? Well, I'm sure you do. She always does. So, here's the thing. New Year's resolutions don't have to be only at New Year's.
No, they could be at any time. You could just decide,
I have for instance, when my husband died, I after about 6 months, I sat down and I said, what do I want to do with the rest of my life? I mean, I still have to go on, and sitting here and pining for him was not going to give me much of anything.
No.
You know? So what I did is I went on a dating site, and I...
Just be careful with them. She's very lucky. But there's a lot of catfish out there.
A lot.
If they tell you they're a cardiologist or if they're digging for oil in some other country, delete them immediately. That's it, because it's a scam.
It's a scam, yeah. So, we should do one just for dating one day. Yeah, but so then I decided, you know what? Maybe I want to do a completely different life. And I found that, but in a different way than I anticipated. And that is often the way it works.
Yes.
Sometimes you make a resolution or you make something and you say, oh, this is the way what I want. But then it comes up in a more miraculous, better way.
That you didn't even expect to happen. It just happens.
Yeah. Right. I met my wonderful aunt that I'm married to now, and I found a love that I never even anticipated or that ever not even thought of. Because before, I've always been a businesswoman. I've always been somebody who worked. I always worked. I never, ever was just a housewife. And that was great for my ego, because I never had to depend on anybody. My biggest fear always was I have to depend on a man.
Right.
Anybody.
That's not a good thing.
That's not.
You have to be independent and then find the person. You can't depend on people like that. No.
Right. So I wanted to, I was going to go to Europe. That's where I'm from Germany. And I didn't want to go to see my family. I wanted to live in France, in the south of France, for 6 months, and then 6 months come back to America, because I really
was going to hop in her bag.
Yeah. I mean, I love America. I'm an immigrant of choice. I didn't have to come here. I lived very well there, and I had a very, very good job. But I loved America, and I always have, and I always will. And I always will want to live here. But there are times when it gets a little stressful to live here.
Oh.
Well, you know what? At least let's count our blessings. At least bombs are not falling on our head.
The 20th didn't get here yet.
Well, counting on you to be positive.
Just start praying, everybody. This is a positive thought we have to put out there. Start praying. Thinking positive.
Well, you know what? Here's what I believe. I think we are going to enter into more trying times. Yeah, for many people it will be so. For if you're rich enough,
then you got it made.
You I don't know if you have made, but you'll be all right.
Right.
If you're very poor, you'll be all right too. But if you're in the middle, everybody is.
Yes. Just what she said. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly right.
But that has always been like that.
Yes.
Throughout the ages, that has been like that.
Right.
So now we are in one of those times again where the middle class has to fight and fend for themselves.
Exactly.
And that is something I think that the middle class in this country has lost a little bit.
Oh, yes. It's becoming almost extinct.
Right. They have not learned to protect themselves.
Exactly.
Now, I'm not saying protect yourself with a gun, as there are so many in this country.
No, we're not talking
And my
about
husband also is a gun owner, and he's an NRA member. And I don't, even though I'm much more of a peacenik, I'm more, I went to school here at San Francisco State. In Haight-Ashbury, I was a hippie. I was...
no guns.
No guns.
No.
But, we need to bring that hippie mentality back a little.
Yes, we do.
A little.
Everybody's too uptight now.
Everybody is too uptight.
Everybody's in their own, little world. They're not even communicating. That's her next book that's going to be coming out. Nobody's communicating with each other. They're all isolated, and everybody's afraid to talk to one another. It's really terrible what's going on.
So what we need to do is we need to really examine of if this is what we, and you know what, please don't ever do the cop-out of, well, what can I do about it? Well, you can join us.
If everybody said that, that's why nothing gets done. Because
join
everybody
us on
says the same thing. What could I do about it? Nobody does anything. And then what do you expect to happen?
Nothing. And that's why you join us on our Facebook group. Me and
tell us ideas, what you would like to see.
Positive.
Yeah, positive.
If you are not positive, we will give you a warning the first time and delete your post. Second time, we will delete your post and give you also a warning. I give everybody 3 strikes.
Okay.
The third one, you will never be able to post again. Now, I know that'll break your heart, but I can tell you this. Whenever you spread venom, whenever you spread negativity into the world, all you get back is negativity.
Exactly.
All you get back. You never, ever, negativity does not turn into positivity.
No.
Only when you spread positivity
will it come back to you.
Will it come back as positive to you.
Right.
Okay? And for that, I am so pleased that I had Gloria today here again. She is such a friend, and she's been a friend for 20 years at least.
At least.
And when I started these podcasts, I had wanted to, and at first she was a little,
flaky.
No,
I had a lot of things.
You had a lot of things going on because you know what, as I did.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I wasn't born this smart. Well, no, I was born smart, but I didn't know. I didn't have that much knowledge. You get that much knowledge by living, and learning from others. When you can learn from somebody else, it's a gift.
Exactly.
If you can learn.
If you shut your mind off to somebody else, you're never going to learn. You have to be open-minded.
Open-minded, absolutely. And if you can learn from your mistakes,
That's a big one.
That's a big one.
Yes. So
that's when you really grow.
Yes. So you don't
that's when you grow.
Yes, that is when
that's
you
when
really
you grow. And that, my friends, our politicians have to learn. And let's help them learn it. Let's make that group huge.
Yes.
And voice it and say, learn from us. Make positive choices.
Exactly.
And with that, I'm going to leave you. Go to Gisela.com.
Don't forget
GiselaDiCarlo.com. And don't forget to order the book, the Me book. It's the first one. It's a small book. No big scientific words in there. And it's a fun book. You'll smile a lot.
Yes.
You smile a lot. Okay? Thank you very much for joining us today. And we hope to see you at the next video.
Bye.
Bye.